Viewer discretion is advised.
Alright y'all, peep game. Anime is home to some of the greatest fights in modern media, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of the best hands in anime. These characters walk the walk when it comes down to throwing straight hands. Now I don't know about y'all, but I'd rather watch an anime fight than a multi-million-dollar budget world champion boxing match. And some of these fights can oftentimes be more famous than the entire show. Take Lee vs. Gaara for example. I'm sure before some of y'all started watching Naruto, at some point you probably had a friend or maybe a sibling show you that fight and it blew your mind and got you to start watching. And make sure you stick around towards the end of the video, because at the end we're gonna be going over a bonus fight and a contender for one of the best hands in anime, period. And speaking of Lee, he's the first one starting off the list today with Lee versus Kimimaro. Now this takes place during the Sasuke retrieval arc where Kimimaro joins the fray and he's taking Naruto to the cleaners. He's beating this man back in even with over 100 clones. This nigga Kimimaro says, "I got a bone to pick with you." And right before he lands a fatal blow, BAM! My boy Lee comes out of nowhere to bail Naruto out. Now when I was young, this scene always got me hyped after the heartbreak of seeing Lee lose to Gaara and never being able to use taijutsu again. But now, he's back kicking ass and taking names. So Lee and Kimimaro are going at it, but Lee just can't seem to land a decent blow. Kimimaro is worlds above Lee at this point, and it's clear as day since he can read all his moves. And right before Kimimaro tickles Lee's funny bone, this nigga stops and says, "Hold on bro, let me take my medicine real quick." Now this so-called medicine, or elixir, what they call it in the dub, is actually a bottle of that Grey Goose. And when Lee is off the goose, that nigga is loose. Pause. That nigga is known for tearing up the club after just taking one sip. So you know this where things are gonna start to get more interesting. So anyway, this nigga Lee downs the whole bottle like a savage and automatically starts getting sturdy with Kimimaro, and we get a first-hand look at the drunken fist. This man Lee, he's all over the place. One minute he has Kimimaro's back against the ropes with this crazy ass fighting style, and the next minute he's passed out almost dead from alcohol poisoning. Yo, isn't this man like 15 in this arc? Where does a kid even get a whole bottle of goose and just down it like that like it's water? When I was younger, I couldn't even stand the smell of alcohol, but that's besides the point. Kimimaro's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna off this nigga in his sleep so he rests in peace. And Lee's like, take. This nigga wakes up and hits him with a quick two-piece and falls back asleep mid-fight. And when Kimimaro tries to walk up on him again, they start playing whack-a-mole until Lee wakes up and starts going Chris Breezy with the dance moves. This nigga Lee is like, "What you woke me up for, cuz? You too close in my personal space." Now I know what you might be thinking. Alright, finally he's starting to get serious. Well, this nigga trips and falls flat on his face. Bruh, when is this man gonna start fighting for real? Oh, okay, now I see it. This man Lee starts going off like Dawson from Street Fighter. I'm talking about he's going blow for blow, straight hands and feet. Now to me, this was peak taijutsu in Naruto. As a kid, I used to pretend to be drunk just so I can learn how to fight like this. Not only is this man so off the wall that Kimimaro can barely keep up, but he's also super fast. And bruh, the music in the background? Chef's kiss. Kimimaro thought he finally was gonna land a hit, but Lee straight faked him out, and we get one of the hardest taijutsu combos in the series. Nigga hit him with the reverse butterfly cross between the legs, riding my bike backwards hit, and sent that nigga flying. Then he hit him with the Bruce Lee. Yo, you can't tell me that wasn't hard. Then they go for round 2 and Kimimaro starts to get serious and activate his curse mark. Lee's still dicking around and even putting his ass in the screen, but right before he was about to land a hit, Kimimaro's ribcage just pops out of his chest and sobers Lee up real quick. And sadly, this was the last time we got the chance to see Drunken Lee or the Drunken Fist throughout the entire series. I think it would have been fire if they had Guy pull off the Drunken Fist against Madara in the final war. Kinda like a little homage for us who remembers this as longtime fans. And next up, we got Gon on our list for having some of the best hands in anime. Now, if I were somebody who never seen Hunter x Hunter, I would not be convinced this shrimp can actually stand in the paint. But this fight against Hisoka would definitely change my mind. Now mind you, this is a fight that's been hinted at since the beginning of the Hunter exam, so this fight holds a lot of weight.
Don't look at me like that, little nigga.
Oh, you making my pussy wet.
Hey yo, no lie, Hisoka straight wildin'. But on to the fight. Gon makes the first move by blitzing Hisoka and starts putting in work. I mean damn, look at that technique. But Hisoka fakes that nigga out and hits him with a falcon kick and had that nigga doing a barrel roll. Gon catches himself and tries to double back again, and he's like, alright nigga, run that shit again. And Gon tries to hit him with a 1-2, but Hisoka uppercuts that nigga and hits him with a Hadouken! So Gon like, alright, bet. And he goes back for more. This man Gon a madman running into the fire like that only to kiss straight elbow. He came up for a roundhouse kick, but he saw that Hisoka was about to pull something shiesty, so he backed up to get some room. And he comes back again, and ladies and gentlemen, we start to see straight hands. Gon barely misses Hisoka's face, and Hisoka counters, but luckily Gon was able to block and keep that momentum going. But Gon just can't seem to get a good hit in. Hisoka was about to hit him with another falcon kick, but Gon counters and was about to break that nigga's knee bone, but Hisoka was like, not today, little nigga. And he fakes him out and slaps the dog shit out of him. And at this point, it ain't looking too good for my boy Gon. Hisoka just like, bring that ass here, boy. And we kick off round 2. So now Gon comes up and hits that nigga with a flash step like he's Ichigo from Bleach. And this nigga picks up a big ass stone towel off the floor arena, jumps up, and smashes that shit in one hit. Yo, how the hell this Peabody ass nigga got so much strength? At that age, I was flipping desks in school, and this nigga flipping 3 tons of straight concrete. He hides in all the rubble and comes out to sneak Hisoka and finally lands a clean hit straight to that nigga's jaw. That nigga came back in the second round like, yeah nigga, I just chin checked your shit. And Hisoka like,
Little nigga, you got me gushing. Give it to me, baby, one more time.
So now he blitzes Gon and makes him eat straight elbow and comes from the other side and hits that nigga with a tiger claw. But Hisoka not letting up. He stays glued to Gon like white on rice and comes up with a kick so hard it sent a stone tile flying towards the top of the arena. Yo, I'm convinced that those tiles are made out of cardboard instead of stone. Hisoka is hunting down Gon like the predator he is. And he hits Gon with a liver shot and has him blacking out like Ryan Garcia against Gervonta Davis. And Gon starts thinking to himself, this nigga keeps clapping my cheeks. I need to figure out something and fast. But before he could even get the chance to blink, Hisoka sticks him with the bungee gum technique. Now bungee gum is like a rubbery substance created by Nen that can attach and detach onto whatever Hisoka desires. Think of it like some sticky ass bubble gum you just can't get off. It has a bunch of other crazy abilities, but that's something you'd have to watch the show to learn about.
I said bring that ass here, boy. And bend that ass over.
And Hisoka just continues to toss Gon salad. I don't even know how my mans is still standing from that. Even the ref is like, hey Jit, you alright? But my man Gon is staying in the fight like a champ. So now we get to the final round and Hisoka starts wilding off the perky.
Oh my god. Gon, stop it. I can't help myself. Just the thought of you makes me wanna cream.
Yo, somebody needs to come get their mans because he's straight wildin'. Gon starts cooking this nigga, feeding him all types of jabs and hooks, but Hisoka uses bungee gum to deliver a hard ass jab that sends Gon flying. Now luckily he was able to block it, but Gon already has it in the back of his mind Hisoka is cooking his ass. And from here, we get one of the oldest tricks in the book.
Hey, look. What's that over there?
Say what?
Dick.
I can't believe this, dog. Gon got his ass knocked out by a rock that was attached to some bungee gum. Now, even though he didn't win the fight, he still put on a hell of a performance, and what's more, that nigga Gon showed heart. So to me, even though he took a L, he still took home the dub. Now, of course, we can't talk about hands without mentioning this classic. Next up, we've got Grimmjow versus Ichigo. Now, Grimmjow is a part of the Espadas, which are a group of 10 of the strongest hollows in all of Hueco Mundo. Now, we could talk about how the Espadas are one of the deadliest gangs in anime, but we'll save that for another video. Grimmjow is ranked as the 6th Espada, meaning he's the 6th strongest out of all the 10. But if you ask me, he's the most badass of them all, and he's got the hands to back it up. So Grimmjow appears out of nowhere, straight dripping spiritual pressure everywhere, and he's got Ichigo and Rukia completely shook. This nigga about to shake the room like Pop Smoke. Yo, RIP Smoke. What's good, niggas? Look like y'all stumbled in the wrong hood. I hope y'all aren't the ones who killed the little homie, cause if you are, looks like I'm smoking on that Shinigami pack tonight. Yo, who the fuck is this nigga? Which one? Which one of you is the strongest? Ichigo, get the hell out of here! But it was too late. Grimmjow ends up sneaking Rukia and turns her ass into a goddamn cheese grater. And all Ichigo was do was stand there and watch his friend get rolled into a blunt. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Nigga, you like a fly in my ear. Yo, are you even trying? I don't want to waste the effort in killing you if you're not coming at me at full strength. You better use your Bankai, or I'm gonna punch you full of holes like I did old girl over there. I swear, Grimmjow has to be one of the biggest shit talkers in anime. This man Ichigo powers up and goes Bankai, and him and Grimmjow start to go for round 1. I can't even sit here and say this is a real round though, since Grimmjow is literally toying with this man Ichigo. I mean, he grabs his sword with his bare hands and tosses him around like a $40 hooker. I mean, just look at this. He's attacking Ichigo in slow motion and Ichigo can barely keep up. And then he kicks Ichigo right in his chest so hard, he has this nigga doing backflips like he's auditioning for the Summer Olympics. And Grimmjow ain't even warmed up yet. Ichigo can barely stand up and he's just getting his shit knocked back like a villain when they fight Saitama. And here, ladies and gentlemen, we begin to see Ichigo get straight violated. This nigga Grimmjow slaps the shit out of him and begins to use his face as a speed bag for boxing practice. I mean, just look at this. Can you imagine a nigga going to town on your face and just rearranging your shit like Dio from JoJo? Got that nigga saying muda 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 muda. Yo, I don't know which is worse. This or that time when Gojo from JJK straight violated my mans and gave him the fucking wombo combo. And this ass whooping lasts so long, I went to sleep, woke up, and Ichigo's still getting his ass beat. So after Grimmjow finally finishes using my man's Ichigo face as a punching bag, he gives him a quick 3-piece and a biscuit and has my man looking down bad. But Ichigo comes back and hits him with the Getsuga Tensho! And right before Grimmjow was about to turn up, this man Tozen appears out of nowhere to take Grimmjow back to Hueco Mundo for disobeying orders. And can we take a minute to appreciate how much drip this man Tozen has? I mean, he just left the Soul Society with Aizen and just glowed up almost overnight. You know we gotta do a video highlight my man's drip, but we'll say that for another time. All in all, I gotta agree with Grimmjow on this one. If it weren't for Tozen, he would have packed up Ichigo the same way he did Rukia, no doubt. Seeing this as a kid when I was younger really put fear into my mind of how dangerous the Espadas were. And Grimmjow is only the 6th. Alright, I just want to take the time to say thank you so much for watching if you made it all the way to the end of the video. And as I mentioned earlier, I have a bonus contender for some of the best hands in anime. You know we can't talk about hands without mentioning the Rizgadu himself, Gojo from JJK. In the hood, they call him the blind slap boxer, and my man's got the hands that'll knock your shit out of existence. And the fight that I want to highlight is actually his first fight in the series. Yes, I'm talking about his fight against Sukuna. Now, just as a little bit of context, to keep himself from turning into dinner for this ugly ass nigga, Itadori ate one of Sukuna's fingers, which is actually a special grade cursed object that holds Sukuna's essence inside of it. Well, by him doing that, he basically resurrected the devil himself. And of course, I hear you. Of course, we're gonna talk about how much of a demon Sukuna really is, but I'm saving that for another video. So with Sukuna back outside and ready to terrorize the streets, who's gonna stop him? Megumi? Pfft, yeah, right. Obviously, it has to be my man Gojo. So this nigga shows up fresh out the mall and starts going live on IG and telling everybody he's outside. And he's like, all right, bro, you copped the finger? And Itadori was like, nah, I ate it. Nigga, stop capping. Nah, real nigga shit. So Gojo was like, all right, let that nigga out for about 10 seconds and come back after I beat his ass. I'll never forget my first time watching it and being like, hey, yo, what? 10 seconds? Yo, who did this nigga think he really is? Nigga said, here, hold my shit, bro. And in the middle of him blabbing about some delicious Japanese treat, this nigga Sukuna pops out to get my man the beats. And what does Gojo do? This nigga uses this man as a chair and proceeds to do the cha-cha with this nigga and blows his back out. And then Sukuna comes back and damn near levels out to half the entire building, and my man Gojo isn't even phased, not in the slightest. And the fight basically ends from here after Itadori takes back control of his body and Gojo one-shots him with just his fingers. Now, I don't know, bruh. Comment down below who y'all think would have won that fight if Itadori didn't take back control over his body. I got my money on my man Gojo, no cap. And with that, we come to the end of the video. Now, of course, this is a topic I'm gonna continue to talk about, and since there's so many fights I still need to get to, you know we gotta talk about more. And you guys let me know what y'all wanna see as well. Comment down below what type of fights do y'all wanna see as well. We're slowly approaching 1K subs, so join the crew if you haven't already. I love y'all, and I'ma see y'all in the next video. Peace.